Good morning. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
DMS. It is Friday, May 17th, 2024. Hats off and phones and lockers. I have a question for you. What are people most afraid of? Is it heights? Is it snakes? According to the Washington Post, because it's not just me, your teacher, who has a list of everybody's fears, it happens to be public speaking. So when I bring up what we're going to be discussing today, I do so not lightly. It is a challenging thing to do, and honestly, it is one of the hardest things for some students to kind of contend with. And yes, next Friday, we're going to be doing a 1-hour dismissal schedule, and we're going to be allowing our 8th graders to discuss some of the research they've done over the past 3 years about possible careers they'll be kind of embarking on in the future. Students completed Smart Futures, which was a relatively in-depth and kind of fully featured kind of look at what is out there, what kinds of interests do they have, and how does it relate to the kinds of careers they might be looking at. And they use that along with a couple of other potential sources to put together a kind of composite of information that they'll then be delivering in a panel discussion. Now, you've seen panel discussions before. Panel discussions are sort of like if you've ever watched like San Diego Comic-Con, all your favorite Marvel stars getting together to talk about what new movies are coming out this year. What new movies are coming out this year? I don't know. A group discussion format like a panel is a little bit less formal. It's not like an interview. It's not like you individually are the person who is on the podium the entire time discussing things. Like I said, the style is a little bit more natural and not scripted. Although it is possible students might, after they've been asked a question, read some information off of their research pages that they've completed. The intention here, of course, is to just share, discuss, and have a free-flowing conversation back and forth. The intent of a panel discussion is for the students to actually go up, sit, and just start talking about their careers. Now, some of them might be a little timid, and so teachers, I'll be supplying you, and actually if you check your email right now, you'll find all of this crazy information in there, and you might want to take a little bit of time to read through it all. In the past, we have done this exact sort of thing, but just up in our 8th grade because our older schedule allowed us to do some grade-specific activities like this. But we kind of thought this year, just because of the way everything is going to be working, it would actually work for our 8th graders to actually present in front of 6th and 7th graders. So 6th and 7th graders, you are all going to be the audience. We're going to ask you to be a good audience, of course, and give respect to anybody who's speaking. And you'll be actually kind of participating and responding and actually kind of giving your own opinions about how the stuff is going as well. I'll also be kind of encouraging everybody to be asking some questions. Don't be afraid to jump in, especially if there is a lull, especially if the panel itself is a little bit more open to the idea. Obviously, every panel is going to be different. Every group of students is going to have a different dynamic. The students don't know what panels they're going to be in right away before they get there, and they don't know the other people in most of the cases. And so the interesting thing is they're going to be sharing their information, learning about what other people are interested in, and kind of having a fun time. It's supposed to be about discovery and kind of that spur of the moment thing that happens when you actually have a conversation. How the day is going to go is at 1:40. We're going to be dismissing. 8th graders are going to be going right to the auditorium, and 6th and 7th graders are going to be going to their alphabetical homerooms. That way, it'll be easy for 6th and 7th graders to have a space to be, and it'll also kind of make it easier for yearbooks to be proliferated later on in the afternoon. Then we're going to call basically half of the 8th grade to go to their first panel. Round 1 will be roughly 20 minutes. Teachers are going to be asking you to time them and record them. If you need something to record them with, that's totally fine. We'll provide you with something or show you how to use your OBS if you want to try to remember how that all stuff kind of works. After that first round, we'll send another round up, and each one should be about 20 minutes. honestly, it's going to take up just about the entire hour. We should have maybe 10, 15 minutes at the end to hand out yearbooks and have a little bit of time there. And then we have our normal end of day. 8th graders are going to go to their actual normal alphabetical homerooms and stuff after that as well. Please check the schedule. Please check the students you have. It's all in there, so it's not terribly difficult to figure out. It is a lot of stuff to look at, but really, honestly, once we get started with it, students are going to come to your rooms, you'll grade them, you'll watch them kind of go away, and then that's it. It's really not that crazy. So that is that. I hope everybody does well. Hope everybody is feeling good about it. Our 8th graders are going to be prepping all week to make sure that they are prepared, and that's all I can say. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. 8th graders, you got this. You can handle this 100%. And like I said, everybody in the rest of the school, be prepared to be a good audience, be courteous, and actually it's going to be interesting for you to kind of see maybe what kinds of things other students are interested in doing with the rest of their lives, because our 8th graders are only a few years away from actually starting their lives. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody. Take it away, Mrs. V.
And for Friday, we have Italian dunkers with sauce and sweet potato fries.
These people are put to the office: Kaylee Williams, Juliana Thompson,
Leah Benson, Sam Adele, and Jenny Tarias to your office.
Have a great day, DMS.